Men of the Bayern Eunuchs, members of the committee, ladies and gentlemen of the press, I would like to introduce Joshua David Shields and David McCluskey. Josh will read a brief statement which will be followed by an opportunity for questions. Thank you.
Smart men who slip betimes away from fields where glory does not stay, runners whom the race outran, and the name that died before the man.
Mr. Shields, what does this have to do with anything?
It was just an introduction, a great poem.
Mr. Shields, the Eunuchs campaign this season seems to have the momentum of a runaway freight train. How have you managed to inspire this level of greatness in your side?
Well, managing the Eunuchs, I've always said it, it's not one big job. It's several small, meaningful tasks, all culminating into one big job. Now, I've had to inspire the men, mould them if you will, from the first season onwards, from the first day onwards. And we've worked hard, we've trained the boys up, we have boys like him now here in press conferences. That's the level we've got them to. It's been hard work, it's been a hard task, but you see in the pitch nowadays, we're a team, there's no doubt.
Mr. Shields, the early fixture against Derryvolgie must have come as somewhat of a shock to the system. Since when have you known this game would be taking place?
Well, now here, I'll give you some facts. I was on the Rennick website, the official Rennick website, just at the weekend there, and it clearly stated the fixture list. It had our first week's fixtures all correct. Week 2, we were down to play Southcound Storm. Now, as far as I'm concerned, that's the team we were playing. Southcound Storm, I was sure of it. And just at the weekend, there was rumblings about DV. They read our match report, won by Caleb Kuhn. And conveniently now we're playing DV this Tuesday. The fixtures seem to have changed. I don't know how this works. I don't know if DV have match fixed this. Now I don't want to come out and complain at them. I'm not saying I don't want a fine from Belfast Super League. But the fact is, we were down to play Southcound Storm, and now we're down to play DV. Convenient, I don't know what.
David, on the subject of the match report, there appears to be some bad blood between individual members of the Derryvolgie and Bayern Eunuchs squad. Do you care to shed any light on this issue?
Well, it's much as the same of that story between the mule and the spinning wheel. Nobody knows how he got it, and we'd be dang sure if he knows how to use it. I mean, yeah, there's been a lot of talk about the friction between the Eunuchs players and the DV players, and from our point of view, we're both very passionate about the game. We both want to win. We both want our clubs to do well, and we're both hungry for the victory. And if that spills out onto the pitch, then that's just the game we play at the end of the day. And however, we will not let that shroud our judgment. I can categorically say that no Eunuchs players would ever feign a horrific injury for 10 minutes just to gain 4 yards on a drop ball, and then the next day be present at an accountancy lecture seemingly unscathed. That's just not the Eunuchs way, and I wouldn't expect it of DV either, to be honest.
Mr. Shields, Derryvolgie have been unpredictable so far this season, both in terms of their first team lineup and formation. How do you anticipate Derryvolgie will line up on Wednesday?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, Derryvolgie team will be facing tomorrow. In nets, Jason Wiley. In defence, Ali Bell, Nick Purdy, Adam Waddy and Bernie Els. In midfield, Niall Lutheran, Itai Dyer, spelled with an E, George Shannon, Timmy O'Toole. And in attack, Jason Johnson and Robin Bond. And I believe the referee will be Steve Stockner.
David, people have written off Derryvolgie's hopes of a successive title win this season. Surely a win tomorrow would put you in pole position for the title.
It is true that DV are significantly weaker this season, and with many big players leaving them, it does look like the league has been ripped wide open. But however, we've just got to focus on the game in hand. We've got to do the basics right. We've got to do what we'll be doing on the pitch, and hopefully at the end of the season we'll be up there at the top, challenging for the title. But there's no easy games in this league. I've got to reiterate that, and even though the result looks like a formality tomorrow, we've got to really concentrate because DV could spring a surprise on us.
Mr. Shields, After a loss against DV last season, you reportedly didn't come out of your room for a week. What would it mean for the Eunuchs to dispel the demons of the 09-010 campaign?
We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. Now, I'd like to give them one heck of a beating on the pitch tomorrow. I think our players are beginning to understand the fact that if we beat DV tomorrow, we'll have something we've never had before. Never before. Apart from, of course, the time we beat them 2 seasons ago. But apart from that, we've never had that. We will gain yards, even Waddy can't push back. This is our season, if we can win this. It's huge.
Have either of you got anything to say about the tabloid details of the private life of your teammate Ross Curran?
This interview's over.
No more questions.
Mr. Shields,
Joshua.
David McCluskey, give a final word.
Nope.